Welcome back everybody to a new video. We're here with a 2006 Toyota 4Runner, and we're gonna do front and rear oxygen sensors because this thing is saying there's a cat efficiency problem. And before I make a video on how to do headers that are attached to cats, which I don't really wanna do, I'm gonna show you how to do this step by step. So let's get into it. Like, share, subscribe, type a bunch of junk in the comments, I don't care what it says, and let's get into it. Step one, pop off the wheel, put it here because the top two O2 sensors you need to get from the wheel well. All right, we got the O2 sensors here. Got them from Rock Auto, Walker Products. 250-24360 is downstream. That's the ones behind the catalytic converter. 250-54050 is the upstream. That's the one at the top by the header. On both sides are the same for each scenario. Here's the stuff I use to get into the threads. PB Blaster, penetrating catalyst. The front O2 sensors in between the header and the cat right there. On both sides, get some PB Blaster, spray it before you try to do this job, let it soak in so that the O2 sensor will actually come out. The rear O2 sensors are between the cat and this resonator or the secondary cat, whatever this is. Right here and right here. Spray them with PB Blaster, let it soak in. You're gonna need an O2 socket, looks like this. They have a couple different versions, but this one's fine. Slide it over the wire, hook it, then you're going to use extension, and if you're doing it from this side, it's going to be opposite of what you're trying to do. So because you want to do it righty-tighty from the top, but if you're doing it from the bottom, then you're going to do it opposite. Same thing over here. You're going to slide it over the wire, and then down like that. Put a ratchet in it. Whatever you got to do, and righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. If the threads are being a little rough, just go back and forth a whole bunch of times. Tight, loose, tight, loose. Spray some more PB Blaster till you get it to where it's good enough. Then you can take it out. Now this thing will be dangling here. This is the passenger side one, and the driver side one has a connector right there. So you got to unplug that connector, and the two rear ones will be disconnected from the wiring harness. The kit comes with anti-seize. Just put a little bit on the threads. You don't have to go crazy. This is probably too much, but yeah, this is probably enough for 4 O2 sensors. So I'm gonna use the same packet for as many O2 sensors as I can, and I'll save the other ones for different projects. Screw this thing all the way in by hand until you can't screw it anymore. Then take the tool, tighten it down righty-tighty, and then the last step is to just plug it in. You're gonna do that on both sides. You can put the socket on like this, and then I use a long extension like so, and this is gonna be righty-loosey looking at it this way. And then once you get it loose, you can just go like this, or you could take this all the way off and just spin it by hand. Try not to cut your forearm on this shit. That hurts. Once it's out, I think you can see the connector. The connector's right there. There's a little metal thing that's holding the wire. So you gotta pop the wire out of that and then squeeze the connector and pull that O2 sensor out. So you're gonna unplug it first because there's barely any room. I barely got the socket in there. And then I just got a little quarter turn out of it. Thank God this one's not fighting. Like the threads were clean, and I just spun right out after. Then put the new one in, obviously not plugged in, and then tighten this down and then plug this one in last. So the driver's side upstream is going to be the most depressing part of this entire job. The other three were not too bad. Next step to all of this, turn the key forward. grab your scanner, click diagnostics, and we're going to clear the codes. So it has one code. We don't really need to read it. We'll just erase it. Yes, erase, have been cleared. And then we key cycle, wait like 4 or 5 seconds, and then we should just be able to start it. Thanks for coming and checking out another Fat Guy Builds. Obviously, whatever steps I left out, putting the wheels and stuff back together, that's on you. You should be able to handle that. If not, check out all my other videos and learn. Thanks for watching. Till next time, wrench on.